These four contestants are about to battle it out in the hope of taking home a huge cash prize. And we are so generous, we're going to help them win the money. But there's a twist. In this show, it's easy to get rich if you survive the switch. Hello and welcome to The Switch, the quiz show where it's easy to make money but very hard to take it home. Let's meet the contestants hoping to beat the switch today.
Hi, I'm Katie, an activity coordinator from London.
Hi, I'm George, a law student from Solihull.
Hi, I'm Diana, a kitchen designer from Cornwall.
Hi, I'm James. I'm a sales representative from Darlington.
Welcome to you all and the very best of luck. You ready for this? Should we do it?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're here anyway. It's time to make some easy money. This is the easy money round. You'll each get 45 seconds to answer as many general knowledge questions as you can. And for each correct answer, you will bank £100. And on this show, we make it even easier for you because we're going to give you clues to your answers. So let's find out what that clue is going to be as we take a look at our clue wheel. Rhymes with. Katie, we will start with you. All of your answers rhyme with cheek. Very good. Katie showing a bit of cheek there. OK. Katie, 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What six-letter word means to run naked in a public place so as to shock or amuse others? In which children's game does one person try to find the other hidden
Hide
pairs?
and seek.
The smashing of plates is a celebratory
Greek.
tradition. What name is given to the hard, pointed part of a bird's mouth, sometimes known as a
Beak.
bill? Maputo is the capital of which Southeast African country?
Pass.
Mozambique. What four-letter word borrowed from French means stylish or fashionable?
Chic.
What British dish is made by mixing and heating cooked potato and cabbage?
Bubble and squeak.
Members of which major world religion wear what are known as the 5 Ks?
Seek.
In which US coming-of-age series did James Van Der Beek co-star with Katie Holmes?
Dawson's Creek.
In 1933, Thomas J.C. Martin launched which current affairs magazine?
Pass.
Newsweek, the 2010 UK #1, and we've run out of time. Katie, you've kicked off with a very, very good £800. George, you're up next, and all of your answers rhyme with thumb. OK? Very good. Excellent. Good luck. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. The UK top 40 single Cheeky Song by the Cheeky Girls was subtitled Touch My What?
Bum.
In the human body, what tissue surrounds the base of each tooth and can be affected by
Gum.
gingivitis? Which donut-style pastry consists of twisted dough, deep-fried and covered in icing?
Pass.
Yum yum. What word precedes tax to give the name of a government charge on personal earnings?
Income.
In 2016, who became the resident film critic for BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra?
Pass.
Ali Plum. Which alcoholic spirit is combined with ginger beer to create a dark and stormy cocktail?
Pass.
Rum. A traditional tambourine is what type of percussive instrument?
Drum.
A famous World War II poster urged people to keep mum, she's not so what?
Dumb.
What four-letter adjective means looking or feeling dejected?
Glum.
Which 1990 kids' TV series followed a vintage yellow car driving around the big town? It would have been Brum. But George, you have banked £600. OK, Diana, your turn. All of your answers rhyme with knee. Well done. Fantastic. Proud of you, Diana. Good luck. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What's the French word for yes?
Oui.
Which of Disney's 7 dwarfs is the only one not to speak?
Happy.
Dopey. What style of beard gets its name from a farmyard animal?
Goatee.
Derived from the Italian word for chili, what spicy beef and pork sausage is a popular pizza topping?
Pastrami.
Pepperoni. In 2002, which Warwickshire golf course hosted the Ryder Cup for a record 4th time?
Pass.
The belfry. Common in teenagers, spots are a feature of which skin condition caused by blocked pores?
Acne.
What's the common name for a small wingless insect that feeds on the blood of mammals?
Flea.
What is the capital of the Australian state of New South Wales?
Sydney.
When referring to money, the word score is often used to mean how many pounds?
Pass.
20. The Dan Brown novel Angels and Demons centres on which European secret society? The answer would have been Illuminati. Diana, you have kicked off with £500. Now, James, What will you be pointing to?
Hopefully not cockerel.
Too much information, James. Too much information about you already. All of your answers rhyme with toe. There you go. You haven't pulled your hamstring or something, have you? Nope. OK, good. All right. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. The London street famous for men's tailoring is Savile what?
Row.
In the board game Monopoly, a player usually
Go.
plays. By what three-letter nickname is American actress and singer Jennifer Lopez better known?
J-Lo.
Used to make flavoured gin, which fruit is obtained from the blackthorn shrub?
Slow.
Hugh Jackman opened the 2019 Brit Award singing what song from The Greatest Showman?
Great show.
The Kelvin Grove Art Gallery and Museum is in which Scottish city?
Glasgow.
What three-letter noun means a female deer?
Doe.
What word represents the letter K in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
Kilo.
Which rock band has had over 50 UK top 40 singles and is fronted by Francis Rossi?
ELO.
Status quo. Which English author wrote the 1722 novel Moll Flanders?
Poe.
Daniel Defoe would have been the answer. James, well, you've kicked off your bank with a very creditable £800. OK, well, congratulations. You've each got money in your bank. However, that cash won't help you in the next round. One of you is about to go home after facing the switch. The switch will see you face 3 tricky multiple-choice questions, one on each of these subjects: geography, history, musicals. Whoever is switched out after the 3rd question will be going home. However, we are going to help you again because, in case you don't like any of those subjects, you'll now have 3 opportunities to stick with a subject you like or switch it for a random new one. Fingers on buzzers, please. Here's your first stick or switch question. UEFA is a governing body in what sport, James?
Football.
Football is right. James, any of those take your fancy that you'd like to stick?
I'd like to switch out musicals, please, Sanjeev.
Switching out musicals. Diana, not happy.
No, very happy.
Oh, you're very happy.
Very happy.
Oh, good. Oh, well, Diana, very happy then. Let's switch out musicals, and in its place we have nature.
Oh.
Whoop, whoop.
Nods from everyone except Katie.
Bring back musicals.
We can't bring back musicals, but there is another opportunity to maybe switch out nature. Here we go, your second stick or switch question. The opening credits of which long-running US sitcom feature the Rembrandt song I'll Be There? George.
Big Bang Theory. Oh, no, Friends. Oh.
Yes, Friends was right.
Yeah.
George, you are frozen out of this next question. On a compass, which cardinal point is directly opposite west? Katie.
East.
East is right, Katie. You didn't like the look of nature.
I don't like any of them, to be
Oh.
honest. But I'm trying to have a look around and see what these guys would be. A poker face from James there. I would like to switch out history, please.
OK, let's switch out history. And in its place, we find video games.
Oh, no.
Katie, no?
Yeah.
Bring back history.
George, you're back in play. According to the title of Judith Kerr's 1968 children's novel, the tiger came for what? Katie.
Tea.
Tea is right, Katie. Still don't like any other subjects, but
No.
your chance to change it for a random, hopefully better one.
OK, I'm going to switch video games, please.
OK, let's switch out video games for science.
Oh, no.
Katie, is there any subject in the world that will make you happy?
There's one subject I'd really like to come up.
OK, is it Katie?
Yes.
Excellent. So we now have the 3 categories locked in. They are geography, science and nature. You'll have 1 question on each. Remember, after the 3rd question, one of you is going home. Good luck. Let's take a look at the first question, which is on geography, please. The famous Route 66 ran through which of these American states? Your choices are California, Illinois, Texas, Georgia. 3 of those answers are correct. 1 of them is incorrect, and that is the one that you're trying to avoid. You'll now face a qualifying question on geography to pick one of those answers first. If you end up with that one single wrong answer, you will be switched out of the next category question. Fingers on buzzers, please. Here is your first qualifying question on geography. What is the capital city of Germany? James.
Berlin.
Berlin is right. James, you get first dibs on the board.
I'll take California, please.
There it is. Here is your second qualifying question on geography. The Star of David on the flag of Israel is what primary colour? Katie.
Oh, I don't know. Blue?
Blue is right, Katie. You have a choice of those three, Illinois, Texas or Georgia.
I'm going to go with Texas.
OK, Katie, you get Texas. George and Diana. Here we go, your qualifying question on geography. Located in the Highlands, what is the highest mountain in the UK? Diana.
Ben Nevis.
Ben Nevis is right, Diana. So you get a choice between Illinois and Georgia.
I'm going to say Illinois.
Diana, you get Illinois, which means George. You are left with Georgia. But remember, whoever has the wrong answer will be switched out of the game and will not be able to play the next question. Let's see who has the first correct answer. James, you chose first, chose California. California is correct. You are safe. But let's find out who's got the second correct answer. Illinois is right. It either starts or ends in Illinois and California. Those are the two endpoints. Katie and George. Katie, you had choice. George, you had no choice in this one. Katie, if you are right, you are safe. It means, George, you will be switched out of the next question. Is Texas the correct answer? It is the correct answer. George, if you're correct, George, you are switched out for this next question. Let's see your second question on science, please. Which of these are scales for measuring temperature? Choices are Celsius, Coulomb, Kelvin, Fahrenheit. One of those answers is incorrect. That's the one you're trying to avoid. Fingers on buzzers to make the first choice. A hydrocarbon is a molecule that consists of carbon and which other chemical? Katie.
Water?
Hydrogen is the answer. Katie, you are frozen out of this next question. Diana and James. At room temperature, mercury is in which of the three states? Diana.
Liquid.
Liquid is right, Diana. You get first dibs on the board.
I'll have Celsius, please.
Diana gets Celsius. Katie, you're back in play. Here's your next qualifying question. Which scientist is the only woman to have won a Nobel Prize in two different... James.
Mary Curie.
Is correct. So, James, which of those...
I will go for Fahrenheit, please.
OK, James claims Fahrenheit. George, you are switched out, which means, Katie, you have the choice.
I have heard of Kelvin, but I couldn't say in what context, and I'm going to go with Kelvin.
Katie, you get Kelvin. George, you are left with Coulomb. Let's reveal the first correct answer, please. James, Fahrenheit was correct. You are safe. Let's reveal the second correct answer, please. Celsius is right, Diana. You are safe. Katie, you had the choice. You chose Kelvin. If that's right, you're safe. If not, you switch yourself out of the third category question. Let's find out. Is Kelvin the correct answer? That is correct. Coulomb is a unit of electric charge. George, it means you remain switched out of this third question. You will have to hope that either Katie, Diana or James picks the incorrect one to stay in the game today. Let's see the final question on nature, please. Which of the following are crabs? Huntsman, fiddler, spider, masked. As before, three are right, one is wrong. This is the first qualifying question on nature. Penguins live almost exclusively in which hemisphere of the Earth, Diana?
South.
Southern is right. Diana, you have first choice.
I will have fiddler, please.
Diana has fiddler. Katie and James, here is your qualifying question on nature. A shepherd typically looks after flocks of what farm animal, James?
Sheep.
Sheep is right, James. So there you go.
I'll take spider, please.
James has got spider once again. Katie, you have a choice of the last two, which means, George, you're going to be left with one.
Can I go for masked, please?
Katie goes for masked, which means, George, you are left with huntsman. OK, that's it. You have your answers. 3 of you will be right and will remain in play. 1 of you will be wrong and switched out for good, leaving the show with nothing. Let's see who has the first correct answer and therefore is safely through to the next round. Fiddler was right, Diana. Well done, you are safely through to the next round. Let's find out who had the second correct answer and we'll be joining you. James, Spider Crab, you are safely through to the next round as well. Katie and George.
It's a theme.
Deja vu. Katie, once again, you had choice. George, it's tough when you're switched out from the beginning, isn't it,
Yeah.
really? You've not had the choices on this. Katie, if masked is correct, you are through to the second round. If masked is not correct, you will have switched yourself out of the game at the worst possible moment and switched George back in. Katie, you had the choice. You chose masked. Is masked the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Huntsman is behind the spider. George, it's tough when you're locked out from the beginning, isn't it? It's difficult to get back in. But I hope you've enjoyed your day.
Had a lovely day.
It's been lovely to see you, George.
Thanks.
George, you've been switched out of the game, and sadly, we have to say goodbye. When we come back, Katie, Diana, and James will play to add more money to their banks. But then they'll face their second switch, and one of them will be leaving the game for good. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Before the break, Katie, Diana and James beat the switch and now have the opportunity to add more money to their banks as we play Easy Money. Once again, we'll be giving you a helping hand by giving you a clue to the answer so you can add as much money as possible to your banks. This time, each correct answer is worth £200. Let's find out what that clue is. Beginning with, Katie, you're up first. And the clue to your answers are that they all begin with the letter W. OK, good luck, Katie. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Approximately 60% of the human body is made up of what liquid? The Severn Bridge links England with which other UK country?
Wales.
In 2008, which UK high street chain went into administration?
Woolworths.
Martina Navratilova has won 20 titles.
Wimbledon.
Bob Dylan, George Harrison and Tom Petty were part of the supergroup The Travelling What?
Pass.
Wilburys. What noun describes an injury to the neck caused by a severe jerk to the head, typically in a car accident?
Whiplash.
Which dome-shaped hut or tent did some Native American tribes traditionally build to live in?
Pass.
Wigwam. Founded in the 1750s, which world-renowned English pottery company is known for its jasperware?
Wedgwood.
At the Royal Opera House in 1985, Princess Diana danced to a Billy Joel record with whom?
Pass.
Wayne Sleep. Katie, you've increased your bank to £2,000. Diana, you are up next, and all of your answers begin with the letter I. 45 seconds on the clock. Good luck. Your time starts now. Ektorp, Lack and Malm are furniture ranges sold by
IKEA.
which? In 2001, Apple launched which software application for storing and playing music?
iTunes.
In the late 1800s, Claude Monet and other Paris-based artists...
Impressionism.
The sleepy character of Rip Van Winkle was created by American writer Washington who?
Irving.
What is the surname of the Norwegian playwright who
Ibsen.
wrote Peer Gynt? Constantinople is a former name of which
Istanbul.
Turkish city? What name is given to a triangle with two sides of equal length?
Isosceles.
Spain and Portugal occupy the largest
Iberia.
part. In the medical condition IBS, what does the letter I
Irritable.
stand for? In 1912, what did the Titanic hit, causing it
Iceberg.
to sink? The world's most northerly capital city, Reykjavik, is in which country?
Iceland.
What name is given to a swimming pool that appears to merge into the surrounding landscape, especially the sea?
Pass.
Infinity. We're out of time.
Done. That's amazing.
Wow, Diana, you have increased your bank to £2,700. 11 questions right. Very well done. James, over to you. All of your answers begin with the letter N. 45 seconds on the clock. Good luck. Your time starts now. The slogan for which sports brand is Just Do It?
Nike.
In the works of J.M. Barrie, the Lost Boys live on which fictional island?
Pass.
Neverland. What is the collective noun used for a group of vipers?
Nest.
By what two-word name is the Aurora Borealis commonly known?
Northern Lights.
Which female amateur sleuth appears in a popular series of books written by Carolyn Keane?
Pass.
Nancy Drew. Which Scottish loch is famously said to be home to a legendary
Ness.
monster? If someone is very happy, they are usually said to be on what number cloud?
9.
Which figure from Greek mythology fell in love with his own reflection?
Narcissus.
In 2007, businessman Mike Ashley bought which...
Newcastle.
In 2017, which British actress was Oscar-nominated for a role in Moonlight?
Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Harris. Which periodic table element has the chemical symbol N, nitrogen? James, you have increased your bank to £2,200. I'll take a breath on that one, or what, eh? Well, 2,000 for you, Katie, 2,700 for you, Diana. That was a blinding round. Wow. 2,200 for you, James, as well. In fact, all of you had a good round. As you know, any money you bank may not save you. The question is, can you stay in the game? Because it's time to face the switch. At the end of this round, one of you will be going home. Let's take a look at your 3 categories. They are hobbies, literature, transport. You now have the chance to stick or switch those categories. Remember, if you don't like the look of them, you've got 3 opportunities to swap them for a new random subject. Or if you do like any of them and think you could do well, then stick and it can't be changed. Fingers on buzzers, here's your first stick or switch question. Traditionally, a cottage pie is most commonly prepared using... James.
Beef.
Is correct. Using what meat? James, you have first choice. Hobbies, literature, transport.
Can I there's one in particular which stands out to switch out, which is going to be literature.
Switching out literature. Diana doesn't seem happy.
No.
Katie?
I'm OK with it.
She's all right with it. Oh. Famous families.
Yes. Cheers.
Better? James?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
OK, all right. Jolly good. Here is your second stick or switch question. Which antacid medication is known as the pink stuff? Diana.
Pepto-Bismol.
Is correct, Diana. So, hobbies, famous families, transport?
Can I switch famous families, please?
Oh.
Famous families is being switched out, much to Katie's consternation.
Sorry, Katie.
It's OK.
Goodbye, famous families. Hello, 90s music.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes from Katie, nods from James, Diana.
80s would have been better.
But it's not. Diana, it's 90s. OK, third and final stick or switch question. In sequence, which prime number follows 2 and 3? Diana.
5.
Is correct. So, don't know, how much do you not like 90s music? You could get rid of that.
I think we're going to swap 90s music.
90s music is gone, and instead we have... children's TV. Katie, I'm looking at you.
Well, I've not got any kids, so I might be at a disadvantage here.
Well, I don't think that's a necessity. I mean, it could be TV from when you were a child. I mean, it's...
Hopefully, yeah.
OK, well, after all that, your final 3 categories are hobbies, children's TV and transport. 3 questions that will decide who stays and who goes. Let's take a look at the first switch question on hobbies, please. Which of these are poses commonly practiced in yoga? Your options are downward facing dog, stretching rabbit, child's pose. Remember, 2 of them are right, 1 of them is wrong. Here is your first qualifying question on hobbies. In the original version of Trivial Pursuit, which colour represented the science and nature category? Diana.
Green.
Green is right, Diana. You get first dibs on the board.
I will have downward facing dog, please.
Diana takes downward facing dog. Katie and James, you know how important it is not to get switched out if you can. Here comes your second qualifying question. In chess, which piece can move any number of vacant squares, James?
Queen.
Queen is right, James. So, James, stretching rabbit, child's pose.
Downward facing dog was my first choice. That's now gone. So. Thanks for that. Stretching rabbit, I will take, please.
James, you have stretching rabbit, which means, Katie, you are left with child's pose. Let's find out who has the first correct answer. Diana, downward facing dog. Okay, congratulations, Diana. You are safe. Let's find out who has the second correct answer. Whoever has the incorrect one will be switched out for the next category question. James, you had choice. What was your logic?
Child's pose this seems a bit too... I know most yoga poses are a little bit obscurely named, like a downward-facing dog. It just seems a bit obscure. So the stretching rabbit is kind of that's what I was thinking. It could be completely wide of the mark. I'm not a yoga person.
Well, you could be on the inside, James, like I am. OK, so, James, you chose stretching rabbit. Let's find out if that is the correct answer. Child's pose was right, James. You have switched yourself out of the next category question. You're going to have to hope that either Katie or Diana picks an incorrect answer. OK, let's see the second category question, please. Which of these are characters from the children's comedy series Rent-A-Ghost? Here are your choices. Nadia Popov, Timothy Claypole, Professor Yaffle. Remember, 2 of those answers are correct. One of them is incorrect. That's the one you're trying to avoid. Katie, Diana, here's your first qualifying question on children's TV. Which large pink and yellow spotted character found fame? Katie.
Mr. Blobby.
Is correct, Katie. OK, well, Katie, you've got first choice on this board.
Rent-A-Ghost, I've heard of it, but I wasn't born until 88, so I don't know what to go for. Professor Yaffle.
OK, let's give Katie Professor Yaffle. James, you are switched out. Diana, you have a choice of those 2 names.
I will take Timothy Claypole, please.
Diana is taking Timothy Claypole, which means, James, you are left with Nadia Popov. OK, let's find out who has the first correct answer. Timothy Claypole is right, Diana. Odds bodkins, you're safe. Katie, you had first dibs on the board. If you've picked incorrectly, you will switch yourself out at quite a vital time with 1 question to go. James, if you've been left with the incorrect answer, you will remain switched out for that 3rd question. Katie, you had choice. Is Professor Yaffle the correct answer? Unfortunately not. Professor Yaffle was a character from Bagpuss. It means that, Katie, you have switched yourself out of the last question, and you will have to hope that Diane or James pick incorrectly. Remember, whoever is switched out of play at the end of this last question will be leaving the show with nothing. Let's take a look at the final category question behind transport, please. Which of these are famous locomotives? Your choices are Mallard, Flying Scotsman, Great Eastern. Fingers on buzzers, Diana and James. Here is your qualifying question on transport. LGW is the airport code for which London airport, James?
London Gatwick.
London Gatwick is correct, James. So, first dibs for you.
I will take the Flying Scotsman, please.
James takes the Flying Scotsman. Katie, you are switched out, which means, Diana, you have a choice between Mallard and Great Eastern.
I will take Mallard, please.
Diana takes Mallard. Katie, you are left with Great Eastern. Right, Katie, you're going to have to hope that either Mallard or Flying Scotsman is wrong in order to stay in the game. Let's find out who has the first correct answer and through to the head-to-head. James chose first, Flying Scotsman. You are safely through to the head-to-head. Diana, if Mallard is right, you are through to the head-to-head. Let's find out. Is Mallard the correct answer? It was correct. Diana, you were safe. Great Eastern was a ship, not a locomotive. Katie, You just got switched out at the wrong time, really. But still, I hope you've enjoyed your day.
Yeah, I've had a lovely time, thank you.
It's been a pleasure, Katie. Katie, you've been switched out of the game, and sadly, we have to say goodbye. After the break, Diana and James will battle it out for a place in today's final and the chance of going home with a big cash prize. See you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Before the break, Diana and James defeated the Switch for the second time and will go head-to-head for a place in today's final. But first, it's time for them to make some more easy money. Diana and James, this time you will get £300 for each correct answer. Let's see what that final helpful clue is going to be. Answers include... Diana, you're up first. All of your answers include high street shops. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. From 2010 to 2018, the Radio 2 Breakfast Show was presented by Chris who?
Evans.
In 1995, which British band had a UK top 10 single with Wonderwall?
Oasis.
What is the first name of Princess Anne's daughter?
Zara.
Alfonso, Kit and Kent are varieties of which tropical fruit?
Pineapple.
Mango. Which 8-letter word is an alternative name for the Lake District?
Pass.
Lakeland. On the London Underground, voice announcements warn passengers to mind the what?
Cat.
At a UK service station, the fuel pumps typically supply petrol and what else?
Diesel.
What are the 8th and 13th letters of the English alphabet?
M&S.
H&M. Which word follows home and foreign and commonwealth in the names of 2 government departments?
Office.
That was just out of time, Diana. But you have increased your bank to £4,200. James, over to you. All of your answers include car brands. 45 seconds on the clock. James, your time starts now. Christchurch, Trinity and Brasenose are colleges of which British university?
Cambridge.
Oxford. The manager of the punk band The Sex Pistols was Malcolm who?
Ford.
McLaren. A golden bull appears as the logo of which Italian
Lamborghini.
brand? The British intelligence MI6 building is located opposite which London train station?
Pass.
Vauxhall. The jockey who won the 2018 Epsom Derby riding a horse called Massar is William who?
Buick.
What is the 6th planet from the Sun?
Saturn.
In the ITV soap, what is the name of the fictional pub located on the corner of Coronation Street?
Rover's Return.
In the Austin Power series, what was the name of Dr. Evil's miniature sidekick?
Mini-Me.
Prior to the Empire State, which other New York skyscraper was the world's tallest building? It was the Chrysler Building. James, you've increased your bank to £3,700. Well done, both of you. You both now have very healthy bank balances. But as we all know, money won't save you from the Switch. It's time to find out who is leaving the game with nothing and who is going to the final for the chance to take their money home. Let's have a look at the 3 categories. Royal succession, tennis, politics. You will now have your 3 stick or switch questions. This is your only chance to change a subject you don't like or stick with one that you do. Fingers on buzzers for your first stick or switch question. What name is commonly given to a female lion? Diana.
Lioness.
Is correct, Diana. So, royal succession, tennis, politics?
I think I would change politics.
OK, Diana. Getting rid of politics, let's find out what we get in its place. Disney. OK, here is your second stick or switch question. The Trans-Siberian Railway is located in which country? James.
Russia.
Is correct. Royal succession, tennis, Disney?
I'm going to switch royal succession, please.
OK, James is switching royal succession. Comes to buildings. OK, here is your third stick or switch question. A person who directs the performance of an orchestra is known by what name, James?
Conductor.
Is correct. So, James, last chance to change any one of those.
I'm pretty happy with all 3, to be fair.
You want to stick the board?
Well, stick them all, yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Right, it's the third one. So, let's stick the board. So, the 3 subjects on your final switchboard are buildings, tennis and Disney. These will decide which one of you will make it to the final and the chance of going home a little bit richer. Let's see the first question on buildings, please. Which of these ancient temples is located in Rome? Parthenon, Pantheon. One of those answers is right, one is wrong. Fingers on buzzers for a chance to pick one of those answers first. Which Italian building is known as the Torre Pendente di Pisa? James.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Is correct in its native language. So, James, you have first choice.
I'm in no better position to answer the question, to be fair. Something I'm not very familiar with. I'm going to take a punt with Pantheon, please.
James takes Pantheon. Diana, you are left with Parthenon. James, you picked first. Let's find out if you're going to take control of that board. Is Pantheon the correct answer? It is the correct answer, the Parthenon, as I think Diana knew it was in Athens, so it means you are switched out. James, it's all in your hands. You have control of the board. The next question is on tennis. Let's have a look at that question. As of January 2019, which of these players has won the most Grand Slam singles titles? Is it Serena Williams or Roger Federer? Diana is switched out, so James, it's all down to you.
I know that Roger Federer has won quite a few tournaments, but I do know Serena has sort of dominated the women's game for a number of years. I'm going to go with Serena Williams, please.
James, you get Serena Williams. Diana, you are stuck with Roger Federer. James, if you are right, that means, Diana, you will remain switched out at this vital time. So, James, you picked Serena Williams. Is Serena Williams the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Serena Williams has 23 Grand Slam titles. Roger Federer has 20. We are down to the third and final question. One of you is about to win the chance to go home with a load of money, and the other is about to return home with nothing. Can we take a look at the third and final question behind Disney, please? Which of these animated Disney films was released first? Was it Pinocchio or Dumbo? James, you are in control of the board. It is totally down to you. Which answer would you like to claim? This to take you through to the final.
I'm going to choose Dumbo, please.
James is taking Dumbo, which means, Diana, you are left with Pinocchio. James, you had the choice. If you are right, you are in today's final. If you are not, you are out of the game completely. Is Dumbo the correct answer? Unfortunately not, James. Dumbo came out in 1941. Pinocchio came out the year before, in 1940. Oh, James, you switched yourself out at the worst possible time.
It was one of those questions where it's
For 1 year,
it's
innit?
so close, yeah.
Yeah, it is absolutely. James, I hope you've had a good day.
A cracking day today. It's really good fun, and best of luck to Diana in the final.
That's good of you to say. It's been a pleasure to have you, James. James, you've been switched out, and sadly, we have to say goodbye. Diana has reached today's final. Thousands of pounds are there for the taking. Can she cross the finish line? Join us after the break. Welcome back. Before the break, Diana won the head-to-head to book her place in the final and the chance of going home with some serious money. How are you feeling?
Jumbled up, very
Jumbled up.
excited.
Yeah, very good. Well, Diana, to win that money today, you will face one final set of 3 categories: food and drink, celebrities, space. Diana, just like before, you have up to 3 chances to stick or switch those subjects. It's more important than ever that you feel as confident about them as you can. Diana, are you happy with those 3? Would you like the opportunity to change?
I'd like the opportunity to change, please.
OK. Here's the first of your stick or switch questions. Which Roald Dahl reptile with hundreds of teeth is described as enormous?
Crocodile.
is right, Diana. The enormous crocodile. So food and drink, celebrities and space. Which would you like to get rid of?
Can I switch celebrities, please?
You can indeed. Let's switch celebrities. Fingers crossed, something to your liking. Sport.
Oh, okay.
Diana makes a noise.
I'd like the opportunity to change, please.
All right, here's your second stick or switch question. Hungarian inventor Laszlo Biro invented a commercially successful ballpoint variety of what writing implement?
Pen.
Pen is right. Diana, which one would you like to switch?
I don't know whether to switch sport or not. Because I'm not a sporty person, but my husband is, and he's forced me to watch it for years. I'm going to switch sport.
OK, let's switch sport. Please, something better. Money.
Okay.
What do you think? Are you going to stick or switch?
I'll stick with those, please.
OK, let's stick the board. Your final three categories, Diana, are food and drink, money and space. These three categories will determine whether you take your money home today or leave with nothing. This is how it'll work. I'll give you 45 seconds on the clock to face quick-fire questions on those three categories. I will start with questions on food and drink. As soon as I get one correct answer, I'll move on to a question about money. One correct answer, I'll move on to a question about space. As soon as you give me one correct answer on space, we'll stop the clock and you will earn half of your bank, which today is £2,100. If you still have enough time on the clock, you can take on the board again to win your whole bank of £4,200. And if you're really fast and really brave, you can take on the board a third time to double your money, which would mean you taking home £8,400. But if you run out of time at any point, you will go home with nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. It's time to face the final switch. Diana, I'll start with questions on food and drink. Let's put 45 seconds on the clock. The very best of luck to you, Diana. Your time starts now. Which fruit is traditionally used to make the filling of a Black Forest gatto?
Cherries.
What is the official unit of currency in India?
Rupee.
In 1977, Voyager 2 was launched on its exploratory mission by which US space agency?
NASA.
Stop the clock! Diana! Sail through that, Diana. £2,100 you've won with 33 seconds left on the clock. But the decision is yours. You could go for the 4,200.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. OK. Once again, Diana, just one correct answer on each within the time you have left, and that £4,200 is yours. Good luck, Diana. You have 33 seconds left. Your clock starts now. Albumin is an alternative name for what
Egg
part
white.
of an egg? In British slang, a ton means how much money?
100.
In 2006, which former planet was reclassified as a dwarf planet?
Pluto.
Stop the clock! Diana, £4,200. And still with 23 seconds left. Choice is yours. No one's going to judge you.
I can just hear my husband screaming in my ear, saying, gamble. Go big or go home. That's what he'd say.
Yeah, but what would Diana say?
I'm more cautious, and 4,200 is a lot of money. It would really help build our little cabin in the garden. But I think I've got to go for it.
You going to go for it?
Yeah.
OK, Diana's going to go for it. Respect to you, Diana. You have 23 seconds left on the clock. We're all rooting for you. Your time starts now. Founded in South Africa in 1987, which restaurant chain is famous in the UK? How many sides does a 20p coin have?
6.
7. Which cryptocurrency is divided into 100
Bitcoin.
million? Which planet of our solar system is named after the Roman goddess of love?
Venus.
Stop the clock! Yes! Wow! Diana! Go big or go home. Wow, Diana, you have won £8,400.
Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations. Hey, you can stop shaking now.
I don't think so.
Wow, that is one heck of a sum. How do you feel?
Relieved, pleased, delighted.
On a roll. You got one wrong and you kept going. You didn't let it derail you.
No.
And can I ask what you might do with the 8,400?
Well, we want to build a log cabin in the garden, and we started it last year. We got as far as the foundations and ran out of money. So hopefully we'll be able to finish it this year.
Oh, well, good luck with that, and congratulations again, Diana.
Thank you.
So well done to Diana. Join us next time when another contestant could become rich if they survive the switch.